My name is Myra, and I am here with Miss
Judy
Judy Woodworth, and we will be doing this assignment for human behavior in the social environment 2 class, social work 541 in Grand Canyon University for the view of instructor Veronica Garcia. Ms. Judy, do you give me permission to conduct this interview?
Yes.
Thank you. Closer. So let's go ahead and start. What is your full name?
Judy L. Oh, that's Lee, Lee. Woodworth. Baker. Woodworth.
Okay. And your date of birth?
4240.
And are you single, married, divorced, widow?
Widowed.
And where were you born? The city and the state?
Porterville. Porterville. Ville. Oh, I'm sorry. California.
Okay. And how many siblings did you have?
2, 1. I had 1. Joanne was 1. Okay.
So one sibling?
1 sibling.
Okay. Were your parents originally from Porterville, California?
My father was.
And where was your mom from?
Trenton, New Jersey.
And did you grow up your entire life in Porterville, or
yes.
did you move from city to city?
No, that was it. That was my hometown.
Did you graduate from a high school in Porterville? What was the name of the high school?
Porterville
High? Okay.
Union High School. And I also graduated from their Porterville Junior College.
Okay.
I stayed at home as long as I could.
Do you have or do you remember of a high school memory that you would like to share?
Oh my God. Which one?
Did you go to prom?
Yeah, but that was every day. Prom wasn't a big deal for us.
What was a big deal?
We went to dances every weekend.
Oh.
After every football, basketball, volleyball game, they always had a band the band was always there and they'd play and we'd dance. So that wasn't a big deal. High school, what Joni and I do that. Well, Joan taught me how to swim. Yeah, she did. She was a swimmer. She was so muscular. She was with the butterfly that she did. And I never got that, but she did teach me how to swim.
Okay. Was Joan a best friend? A friend?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Your only friend?
Well, no, I can't say that because Judy was my friend as well. Had to.
Those were your 2 best friends. Okay. How long did that friendship last?
Did Jones last?
But both of them.
81.
81 years?
Mm-hmm.
So you met her
when I was 5.
5 years old.
We met in kindergarten. We had a pushing contest.
Okay. What about Judy?
Judy, I met in 1950. I graduated in 50. Judy, I probably met in 1955. Yeah. We were in an organization together.
Do you recall the name of the organization?
Job's Daughters.
Job's,
Daughters.
Job's like the
Job from the Bible.
Do you consider yourself to be religious? Since we're on that.
No.
No. Do you practice?
Do I practice? I believe that everybody has their own beliefs and are entitled to them.
Okay.
And that's the way I live my life.
Okay. But no, you're not Christian. You're not Jewish.
I was brought up Christian,
Okay.
but I don't practice.
Okay. Let's see. How old were you when you left Portersville?
I was 20. Oh, I was 20.
Was that after you received your associates, or did you your
After
transfer?
my associates.
Okay. Did you further on your education?
Yeah, then I went on to College of Pacific, COP.
Oh, okay.
College of Pacific in Stockton. And got my BA.
Your BA in what?
Music, and you had to have 3. So it was music, English, and education were my 3 topics.
Okay. What did you do after college, after you were all done?
Well, while I was in college, I met this boy, only he wasn't a boy, he was a man. And he's my husband now. And we met and we hooked up when I was 23. And he was 34. And we got married in Porterville.
How long were you married to him?
Do you know?
53 years.
That's a long time.
Tell me about it.
Do you recall the place where you married him? Yeah, I know you said Porterville. Do you remember?
Oh,
Where,
the
like
church.
the site? Yeah.
The Porterville
Church.
Congregational Church. It's a beautiful stained glass sanctuary, tall spire. It's a beautiful church. Yeah.
Okay. So you met him at you said at college, right?
Mhm.
School. Okay. How many children did you have?
4.
4 children. Boys, girls.
3 boys and a girl.
How old are they now?
One is deceased. Number 2 is a boy. Number 3 is deceased. And number 4 is Jennifer.
Baby.
And I'm 46.
6.
I'm 46.
Oh, okay.
John would be 53 and Hal would be 60.
Yeah.
How would be how old?
60.
60, and then what was the other one?
The other one didn't make it.
The first one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but it was 60 for Hal,
60,
And then-
53,
53, what's his name?
John.
John.
And then I'm 46.
Okay. And who lives with you now?
Jeffer. Jeffer.
Is that what they called her?
That's just what she calls me.
Jiffer?
Yeah.
And Rosie, what's the dog's name?
Sophie
Sophie
and Linus.
and Lioness.
Which one's yours?
None of them. Jennifer brought them all home on her own. Look, Ma, look what I brought home. Oh, swell.
She brought you more work, right?
Yeah.
'Cause now
At
you
least
have
it's
to watch-
only got 4 feet and not 2.
That's a
Oh,
good
boy.
one. Okay. How are you feeling physically?
Me,
Mm-hmm.
I have my good days and my bad days. Physically, I would give you a 5. My legs hurt a lot. Almost a lot. How would I say that? Oh, not all the time, but
Most of the time?
most of the time, yeah.
And it's arthritis.
Arthritis. Any other medical concerns?
No medical. Do I have any?
She
Oh, my
has-
heart.
Yeah, she's got heart issues. She's got a pacemaker. And she's got 2 clips on her mitral valve to prevent it from leaking.
She knows more about the medical than I do. I know nothing because it doesn't interest me.
Oh, it's boring stuff.
It is, and she knows about it. She's the one that's taken care of it, so she's the caretaker.
Tell her what else she called me. The warden.
Oh, she's the warden.
Yes, I call her the warden because she won't let me do things that I want to do.
And what do you want to do?
Well, I want to walk on the roof. I want to sit on the roof. I would like to drive the car.
How long has it been since you haven't driven the car?
How old am I? 5, 6?
85.
It's been 5 years. I stopped. She didn't. I stopped me. What else do I want to do?
Notice cooking isn't in the list. And doing the laundry isn't in the list.
That's your job. It is. It's the older child's job to cook and to do the laundry. And then the second child gets to do the dusting and the vacuuming.
And Jennifer's the last one?
No, she does the cooking and the
Cleaning.
clean. No, the dusting, I don't. No, you do the cooking and the laundry.
Yeah.
That's what you do. That's what you're supposed to do. Have you seen the pile of laundry?
No.
Would you like to see the pile of laundry?
I'm sure Jennifer doesn't want me to see it. It's a mountain high.
It's in piles. It's color coded.
Oh, see,
It is
she has
It
it under
is that.
control.
I do.
10 o'clock last night. We finally got it into the right colors.
See, I'm conserving electricity and energy. So that's why I have to wait to do it late at night.
Is that what's going on? You've got all day, and I thought, well, I'm not gonna ask because that seems like a foolish question.
But if I
now-
wash at night, then I'm saving electricity.
Yes. Our electricity.
I know.
Okay.
Have you met us?
All right. So that's her job, and That's how we
You
run.
don't cook no more?
No, I do not cook. And it started because I can't, I couldn't, and I still really can't stand for any length of time.
Mm-hmm.
I would say a couple of stirs of a sauce, and I'd say, I gotta sit down, and I'm out of breath, and the whole thing. This is not hasn't been an easy road
Yeah.
to maneuver.
Do you go out or no?
We go out
Yeah.
a lot. But to cook, I used to cook.
Mhm.
Oh God, my mother and I used to get in, and we were good at what we did, and she taught me all her good stuff. And then Jennifer and I used to cook, and we used to have a lot of fun in the kitchen. And then when this came along and hit me, and I couldn't do it anymore, it was stunning, absolutely stunning that
How
I
old were
couldn't
you when
do
you
it
started
anymore.
getting sick?
Hmm?
How old were you when you started getting sick?
Oh, it was just 4 years ago. Yeah, was
2020, so it's been about 5 years. 2020 is when you got the pacemaker.
oh okay.
So it's been,
Then it's been 2020.
yeah, since
Okay.
February of 2020, and then it's just
Slowly.
been, yeah,
Down.
it's just been slow.
Downhill.
And then she had the mitral valve clips last August. And she broke her ankle in 22. And that didn't help, that didn't help
Yeah.
either.
Did you? Because I know you said you got your bachelor's was in education. Were you a teacher prior?
Yes, kindergarten,
Oh, you were a kindergarten teacher
30 years.
at the same school or different?
Yes, same school,
Oh,
different kids.
yeah. I hope.
But some of my parents were repeats from when they had been in kindergarten
right
with
the
us.
other
Yeah.
child.
But no, we taught kindergarten and we had a blast. I think both of us did, because I'd be up most of the night coloring and cutting and do whatever it is that kindergarten teachers do. And she'd come out and she'd help and carry me on.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a good, and putting that room together is a fierce challenge. It's just fierce.
Before school starts.
If you ever meet a teacher, give them because they really need it, because it's to put a room together and have it ready for the first day is a challenge, wouldn't you say?
It is.
Yeah. And it takes more than one person. It takes a team of persons.
To get it together.
Uh-huh. And luckily I had Lori and her husband, and I had Jennifer. And my team teacher, she could help, but she was a lot of times saying, this is just too much for me. I'm in la la land. I'm just law. I just can't do anything else. I'm just law. So Frida was our law person. Anyway, it's if you make any kind of a comment, those first days of school, teachers need a lot of encouragement to carry on, or I don't think a lot of us would carry on. It was hard. It was hard work. And when you're talking about August and September, it's really hot. So, but then the little ones come in, and it's all fun and games. Had a little boy that did school sitting underneath the table. Had a little boy that did his work in the clothes closet, and we made sure there was a crack open for him. And then I had a little boy, his name was Jaden, who was in both our rooms. We had 2 connecting rooms. And he would do school in both rooms whenever and whatever he felt like doing. And he had the nicest parents, and they knew that Jaden had problems. I knew Jaden. We worked with him, and I think Jaden was ADAH, if nothing more. So I had a little girl that pinched her finger off in the bathroom door. She was messing around and she was closing the door, and she was messing around and doing all sorts of things, and she caught her finger in the bathroom door and went to pull it out, and she pulled off the skin instead of the finger. So those things you kind of have to watch out for. But I think that's all.
Jonathan Shaw.
Oh, Jonathan Shaw. I don't know how to describe Jonathan Shaw.
He's currently in state prison.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And it's his mother's fault because she never, ever corrected him. Anything Jonathan did was, if it was bad, it was the school's fault. It wasn't Jonathan's. And if it was good, it was all Jonathan. And he was a very handsome little boy. But I don't know what scale he would be on. He wasn't ADAH. He was just naughty. He was just enough. And I don't say that carelessly, because I don't see any of my children that I've worked with as naughty. If anything, they're fun and they can do. I'm the mother that says they can do no wrong. But they are my heart. But Jonathan never could get there.
He was
never.
like oppositionally defiant,
Yeah.
even at a young age. And then he grew up into an antisocial behavior, and then he had to go to prison for a while. So
Yeah, that was sad. I think, and that's one of the things you always regret. I feel sad that somehow I missed getting him at the right time. I missed the bullseye, and that hurts a lot because as a teacher you want to get them all.
At a young age.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's so much going on that it's just very hard to concentrate.
Oh, you
on
can
one
get them, but you just have to work. With Jonathan, you had to work different, really different. So he is where he is, and he's okay.
Was your husband also a teacher?
When I met him, he was a Marine. He was always a Marine, because once you're a Marine, that's it. So he was a Marine, and then when he got hurt and he became a teacher, and then he taught school for maybe 10 years, and then he went into real estate and sold real estate, houses and land. Decided he didn't like selling houses, so he's just called himself the dirt seller. He only liked to sell land, and he was good at it. And that's all. That's as far as he took his activities with the real estate. He didn't do anything else. Do you think that was his
no,
life?
he was a broker.
Yeah.
And that was it. And so he would, sometimes when people would have deals that they would need help with, or if he had a piece of property and somebody else wanted it, he would go in with them and split it, and that would cause some consternation because he was forever giving away his part of the commission. He called himself the Sam Walton, meaning the Walmart of
Yeah.
real estate.
Yeah.
Somebody needed some extra cash around the,
He'd
He would
forfeit his commission for them.
and that, so
Those are
yes, he,
kind lads, you know.
That's cool.
that's where we met, was he was a teacher and I was a teacher, I guess is what you would basically say, that we were both educators. Yeah.
And then now you have Miss Jennifer into school all the time.
She is so smart.
She is. She is very
She is so
I'm
smart.
just wily. I just pay attention and just
Mhm.
think about, I overthink things and that's it. Just think things. That's all. Put it into words and away you go.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate this time and, you know, for interviewing with me.
Oh,
and,
sure.
And I got the opportunity to learn more about you.
Oh, sure.
Thank you very, very much.
Oh, no, thank you. Thank you for letting us share our story.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. And I don't have gray hair.
No, you do not.
That needs to go into
Yeah.
she
I
doesn't
don't
have
have
gray hair.
I don't have curly gray hair.
Look, go ahead and describe yourself to us.
Huh?
Describe yourself.
Describe myself. I'm 5'5", 5'4", 130. I have brown hair, brown eyes, and that's it.
Okay.
And her dad had the bluest eyes on the planet.
I keep telling her that her eyes are blue last time. She's like, no, they're hazel. I was like, no, they're blue.
No, they change. If you watch her close enough, depending on what she has on, they can be either gray or green. Yeah.
See, right now they look blue.
Uh-oh.
Maybe it's the color of clothing you're
They
wearing.
can be gray or blue. That's right.
Usually when they're gray, I'm in a bad mood. But I'm not in a bad mood. I don't know.
Well, thank you so much.
You're so welcome.